For this raid, we're gonna be doing an advanced hard mode top learner raid with cross restack and skip. This group wanted to give it a shot. We have 3 learners with us. We have 1 experienced player rejoining. We usually take the lowest KC first, and then we had Ladisco show up because we had an open spot. So we're always happy to showcase some more experienced players whenever we have open spots. Always fun to have people help out with the learner raids as well. Lets me focus on more of the advanced stuff we can do, which makes it a lot of fun. So who am I? Why are you watching this? I'm a hard carry. I'm an endgame player in old school with a daily show on YouTube, weekday streams on Twitch. And if you're interested in getting better at the game, I invite you to subscribe to the channels. Come along for the ride with me. Uh, I am on the south freeze roll here. I'll be freezing north 1 and then south 2 in the clump. Call me Mike. You are on the north freeze roll. I'll be freezing north 1, or sorry, south 1, then north 2, then south 3 in the forest. It's the same thing as north freeze roll, but you're freezing south 1 instead of the north one. That is the only difference. If you're ever late, we still have to communicate, catch late freezes and whatnot. But once you freeze south 1, north 2, the 3s and the 4s, you'll stay in your mage gear because it's going to spawn right away for the 50s. You can freeze south 1 again, right on top of the old south 1, then north 2, then the 3s and the 4s. Same freezes all 3 times, so for 30s you'll freeze the same crabs. Alrighty, that is south freeze rolling cross freeze. Once you've frozen all your that is north freeze's rolling cross freeze. Once you've frozen all your crabs, you'll help deal damage to the clump if the clump's still alive, or freezing tomatoes, they're terrorizing the DPSers. Yep, south 1, north 2, 3s, and 4s. Sounds good to me. For Hanan, you'll be on the range rule. You'll stay on the south side of the boss, hit the boss all the way until 50 spawn. Once 50 spawn, you'll scythe the old south 1 until the 3s arrive from the 50s. Once the 3s arrive in the clump, you'll hop off the south 1, throw two to the clump so the clump is dead. Once the clump is dead, get back onto the new south 1. Hit it until it's dead, and then get back on boss. For Onsen and Ladisco, Onsen, you'll be early dins this raid. You'll stay on boss all the way till 50 spawn, or under the din tile or one of its variants, and do a din spec. Once you've done your din spec, you'll help clearing loose crabs on the north side, and then get back on boss. For Ladisco, you'll be on the north side as well. You'll be late dins. Stay on boss all the way till the 50 spawn. Hit the old north 1 first, then do a din spec. Once you've done your din spec, help clear any loose crabs on the north side, then get back on boss. There are more advanced variations that use surge pot nowadays to push damage with ZCB and whatnot. If you know those things, you're welcome to do them. I'll try to call them out if you choose to do them. Otherwise, if you stick to those methods, we'll have a nice clean cross restack and skip. Go and say R in game if you're ready to pot. If you are not ready, have questions or want clarification on something, let me know.
Can you explain range roll again?
Yep.
Uh,
Range roll, you stay on 50s all the way till the 50. Stay on boss all the way till the 50 spawn. Once 50 spawn,
okay.
you'll scythe the old south one first. So there'll be 2 crabs spawned out, right? So you hit the old one
Uh-huh.
first, because it's going to leak first. Then you'll throw chins of the clump until the clump is dead. Then you'll hit the new south one till it's dead. Then you'll get back on boss. Old south one,
Okay, got
clump,
it.
new south one, boss.
Okay.
Awesome. Say R in game when you're ready to pot. Hanan said -R. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pot. No redemption for no redemption for SBS this raid. So I get to have a nice, comfortable Ancients cross freeze. Now me smirking a little bit as I run into the raid. Sometimes people don't
Somebody's
even.
frantically clicking right now.
The cross freeze. The SBS with cross freeze is a lot of fun to do. I'm happy I got to showcase it earlier. One note that we make is we always enter on this side of Maiden when we're doing cross freeze. The reason why is we do not want the blood to end up in this region at all. Stay away from this region until the first blood throws happen. We have 3 people here. Don't put your prayer on. Just wait patiently.
I had loot in the chest. I forgot to claim it after the bet.
No worries. Got a little excited there.
Reasonable.
Losing it.
Man
Valid.
gets the pet and just ignores his loot.
100%. Didn't even need it.
Based. Make sure you drop your salve and nothing else here. If you drop something else, I will yoink it. Spam click to go in. Maul on the very first tick. If you're a melee DPSer, make sure you do not respec ever. We need that spec for the... need that spec to get our gen specs off. Remember, you'll be on the south side, Mike, because I've got the north one. You ready to freeze? I'll catch 4s.
I got all. Might be late on boards. I don't know for sure.
Oh no! I got
No, I got
no! I got baited. It's okay. We'll recover here. I'm gonna freeze the tomatoes, make sure that they don't leak. Make sure that we're hitting that south one until either it leaks or until it's dead. I know it's probably a weird situation because the crabs leaked. Mage gear on, augury on, get ready to freeze again. Same freeze as before. I'll catch 4s. You are on
Take 'em
time,
on.
by the way, you're fine. Melee gear on, scythe and Shelly. Apparently Maul and Shelly. Let's swing hard here, make sure we're avenging. I did get drained there, so you'll see me hitting my divine on my way out. That'll make it so I recover the stats. It will last through bloat otherwise. I can hit the end of bloat instead if I want. If you had a BGS and you wanted to do a drive-by in hard mode tub, you could. You would have to be the first one into the room. Once I'll let you go first, make sure you immediately go for the drive-by and then run through bloat, beyond bloat, all the way around to the next corner. Make sure you're watching the feet. If you would get ragged by a feet, you can dodge it by running through the foot, going even faster. That's fine. Just hit bloat on the backside on the way out if that happens. You did take a couple extra flies there. That's owing to not being the first to enter the room. So make sure if you do enter the BGS, you're holding 1 basically, spacebar 1 to get in here right away. Down. Front side looks close to running a corner. We'll stand on that side. Stallion out. Remember, walk on the walls, run around the corners. Back he turned.
What was that?
Do a little little front shots here.
I didn't think you could do that.
You want to hit. You can do that when he's lined up. There's a chance we have a 2-down or we'll be aggressive and play for them. It's very unlikely it hits with the T-bone on 8-foot range. Let's stay here. We'll tick eat. Tick eat and stay. That
No
tick eat's
way.
important.
Yeah.
It's rough. And as the person who's
I'm
doing
down.
the BGS, you're like the person shitting their pants the most because you know you're going to die if things go wrong. Turn the volume. You got it. I turn it up twice. I'll hit it twice. If it gets too loud, guys, you can always turn it back down with the other redemption. I'll take all the pre-fires. Call me Mike. You hit mages that make it into the room. If there's nothing to hit inside the room, you're gonna help out whatever roll looks like they're falling behind. Rangers, Hanan, you're throwing range. You're ranging the whole time. Throw chins during the first demi. Your cue to throw the chins is right after the big range 9 gets to about here on the right side of the room. Once on you got the left. Ladisco, you got the right. Awesome. The rotation that I'm doing is slightly adapted. If I see a team may falling behind, I'm trying to optimize for every little bit of pillar health. It's not necessarily the fastest rotation. Mainly you're on site then, Shelly. We're fully potted. Oh, someone hit with the wrong style. That's gonna hurt. Recover, get your health back up, revenge. Make sure you keep swinging while you recover.
We get mage middle. We get both. Can't kill that crab on the north pillar.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
It's gonna change styles. Melee your gun, scythe and shell. I try to only call it aggros as well, unless it's like during cleanup, because and just like move on, and then like if people, eventually it'll become an older crab anyway. We don't want to waste our energy on the older crabs. So like if we call it out, then people go rotate to it, and they hit that crab instead of one that's like 3 waves newer, then it's not a very well spent attack. If that makes sense. Zoom out, look at pillar health. Right side, left side of the room is really, really low. Rotate rolls, rotate rolls. Make sure everyone is on this pillar. Make sure it does not die. Oh boy. Looks like this one's gonna fall. Brew up, 85 HP or more. It's not meant to be. That far southeast pillar is really low as well. Brew up 85 HP or more. Do not let it fall. Not this pillar too. Don't you dare knock it over. It's 1%. No!
What?
I didn't see the other pillar falling. How did they fall? I cleared every Nilo off it. There was been like one split that ran over to it. Nobody hit it. Just munched the pillar, took one bite. Gone it goes. Tragedy. Well, you guys got this. Get your gear correct. Let me zoom in here. I should have been zoomed out looking at the pillar as well. I was trying to protect this pillar, which was 1%, unfortunately. Show where you want to stand. Don't ping. Ranger will stand here. You know, one guy here, one guy here, one guy here, one guy here. Wherever you want to stand is fine. You can pot share for the pot there. Remember, range when we spreading out, mage will be grouping up. We'll not be doing 2 pile, since we lost pillars and we're not a 5-man stack anymore. Less BS. You got BGS, you can get BGS off here. I think it was more in disbelief than anything. I should have just sipped the brew, I was fine. Because I was in so much disbelief that the pillar fell. We move in, mage. Ladisco getting a little ZCB off. Love seeing that. Malian. Hanan just swinging really hard here. Getting all his pre-switches. Love and life as the ranger. One tile east, Hanan, by the way. I think you're on the... right here. If you get dragged out, it's fine. Wherever you got dragged is fine. Spread out for range, spread out for range, spread out for range. In for mage. Spread out for range, react if it's mage. Farther one sun. In for mage, react if it's melee, there we go. We move out per range, react if it's mage. Let us go running low on prayer. Hopefully, I got the prayer persive off in the last possible take there. Love to see it. Good job, you guys. Devastation. It's gone now. We'll trade him. We'll trade it back to him. Don't drop this, man. I got thirsty. I took a swig. Alright, let's get out of here. I'll be 1-2. Call me Mike 1-3. And on 2-3. Mine missed. One sun fill.
Missed too.
Should have potted there. Oops.
Ooh, I missed.
Make sure you're avenging. At this point, we wouldn't fill anymore. It's just too much health that's been taken away. And since it gets reset on the phase change, just it's whatever at this point. If you're Venge and you didn't break your Venge, feel free to Venge a teammate. Don't do it during the maze. Ladisco's bottom of Orb on the inside. Be quick on the maze. If Ladisco waits on the third row, it's kind, but it's not required. This group is good enough to send the maze immediately. You can go 2 tiles up whenever it's on the edge of the maze. Instead of 1. I could have off on 3 there. It was an option.
I missed.
Go ahead and fill. Awesome. Just keep swinging hard.
Hit me. Hit me.
Hopefully we skip here. Yeah. Out we go. Left all the way. Except 1. Native spawn on the on the inside there for a tick. I think someone on the outside might have gotten excited.
No, I did not.
No?
Promise.
It's a kind of interesting little thing I saw there. What
I
happened?
hit my hammer.
Maybe there's a second way the NATO can spawn. Oh, maybe it's because nobody was on the maze that it did that. I never thought about
I
that.
was on the maze very late.
Never
Where
thought
am I
about
off
that.
to? Hello?
Veg up. Out we go. Those poor black chins. I would pick them up and eat them, but it's not a consumable. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and make our way into Sarpus here. Go ahead and grab a stem first. Then grab a restore, then grab brews. If you have extra points, buy and drop brews for your teammates. Extra points, buy and drop sharks. Then head into the next room. Was he sending more after this? Am I? I think I will. I'll do 1 more. Maybe 2 more. Make sure you shop quickly. Remember, think about what you're buying as you're finishing up soats so you can be ready to shop quickly. You know you're always buying a stem, then you're going to buy restores until you have 3 things in your backpack. If you're low on points, you could swap one of the restores for a prayer pot. But second one spawns your quadrant, I will hold it until you can take over. Once this is yours. We're zooming.
It's taking forever to mark all of these.
Dude, playing that mini game. That is a classic, isn't it? Hanan, make sure you're centering after each exhume as well. That'll give you a better chance of reaching them in 1 tick, so you'll end up leaking fewer. Stay on the old one until you can take over. Awesome. Got BGS, do Scythe BGS instead. It's 0 defense. Try to get your claw spec off once you're in rhythm.
Oopsies.
You're learning your Zarp as well. Exclamation mark learn 5T.
Oh, why did I look over here? I didn't hit it.
So if people swing before he's turned, he still does his first queued turn every time. So I think what you saw is you saw a teammate swinging, and then Zarpus just looked at you instead, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a period of time where he's still quote unquote cooling off from the previous phase, right? And that window you're able to
I
keep swinging
see.
on him up until that last tick where he turns. And you just so happen to swing right after that window expired, and he chose your direction, unfortunately.
It's a shame, honestly.
Yeah,
Hate to see it.
does it make sense like what happened there? Like, you,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
it's like
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a 1 in 4 unless it's you swinging, right? And then it's always 100%. It feels. I don't know, man. It's unlucky. It's rigged. 1 in
Like,
4.
why
No, it's
me?
100%. Maybe you could even use Jagex math 50-50. Either happens or it doesn't. Starting in Thrall, melee Thrall, 2, 1, go. Call me Mike, you're up next. Those of you joining on stream here. Oh, that was a bit troll. Ow.
Oh, interesting. My second spec can go off.
Oh, that's so tragic. I thought maybe I wasn't taking cover. I don't know. That's kind of unfortunate. We have pets on the line here. It's gonna be a commentary instead of a traditional one. I will not have the staff to pick up. I don't think I've died on P1 in ages. I went to go Blood Barrage to get some extra health back. Trying to min-max, make my supplies last a little longer. And we're just dead P1. If you got spec, pick up the staff and spec. Should have. I see people saying 75, 80 spec.
Yeah, I tell a spec.
Be careful. It's only 2%. So we could get away with non-specking actually. That's unfortunate. I was like, I didn't even realize attack was coming my way. I was going to say we have a dust on the line for a back-to-back here. I may have put that in jeopardy. Separate, deal with crabs, then get back on boss.
Have a blood pipe here.
Oh.
We need some. Does anyone have a blood pipe?
I got it.
I didn't catch it during the gearing, but you always keep your blow, but you never drop it.
Oh.
How do you move a camera after you're dead? That's wonderful. Yeah, so the way I'm moving the camera is attached camera. Detached camera. I have a hotkey for it, and then I set the camera up so we can actually see what's going on. That's a tragic way to go out, though. P1 death. Oh no. Like movement's good for P2. Bonus points if you're able to flick the pie to make your prayer last a little bit longer as well. We have lots of crabs coming out here. Try to solve the crabs first. Don't attack Verzik until they're all solved. Crab coming across. Careful, man. Brew up, restore, brew up, Hanan, brew up, brew not. got a zap coming. Might be coming across to zap. Brew up one sun. Sip restore as well. Brew up Hanan. Get yourself up to 85 HP so you don't get comboed out from a mistake. Mage per on. Recover here. You can pick your supplies up off the ground as you need them. Make sure you get your stats back up to 118. Sip restore Hanan. Again restore. Let's go. Let us go swinging hard. Got plenty of supplies still. One sense of your stand few. A little extra combat XP for everyone there. It's all good. Happens. What is a dark claw? You know, Slayer helm recolor. Ah. Ah, from Skatizo. Stay on boss for this one. One more swing. All right, clean tanking is what carries P3. It's up to you guys. We have a little extra supplies here. People are running out. So I do drop my supplies as well. They're gone. Make sure you're revenging. 10 for the tank. Step under is spit 2, 3, 4. Click under 5. Click attack. Sangs on. Sangs on. Hit them when they turn blue. North Crab. Looks like we caught it. Fantastic. Keep the tanking clean.
Yikes.
He ate the tick that he took damage. Recover, recover. Make webs. Make webs.
What am I
make webs.
doing?
You're all good. Restore. Super combat. Sip stam. Skip 1-1 sun. Stam 1 sun. Now super combat. Is the in-game audio broken again? There is no in-game audio right now, unfortunately. It's because I'm in the cage. You know, I think this music's better for the situation anyway. Southeast go center. Southeast go center.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. If you get hit by the NATO, it's fine. Brew up, restore. That restore up 1 sun.
Oh my god.
Recover, get back on boss. Get your claw specs off. Pass the ball, pass the ball. Get your claw specs off 1 sun.
I'm trying to brew up so I can do it.
Crab spawning now. Avoid the crabs. Position for webs, brew up. You guys make webs, you clear. Webs, make webs. Ladisco needs to skip 1. Ladisco needs to skip 1. There we go. Restore super combat if you're not. Sips down. Not sips down. The heals.
Brew on the ground there if you can get to it.
Whoever pinged that gets that. It's up to Ladisco. He's got a couple swings before the ball comes out. Swing hard. Can he get 2.4%? Oh no, he's got to swing hard.
Oh my goodness, one more swing.
Swing!
Yes!
Let's
Oh my
go!
Let's
Dude.
go. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
And you
insane.
still make time.
Insane.
Insane.
I didn't even have to participate in Verzik. It was great. Any purples, any kits, any dusts.
Yes, dust is coming in. One moment. Let me just open this up real quick.
I saved a lot of scythe charges that raid. That was fantastic.
Nothing. It's like charges.
Oh, GZ, you guys. Well,
Oof.
Crazy.
dying P1 isn't really ideal for the for the video, but we'll still take it.
That was intentional.
It was quote unquote intentional. All right, let's get the old music back
Oh.
on.
Thank you for raids, y'all. I got a jet. Thank you for the
Thank you.
carry. Oh my
Thank you.
goodness.
What a show. The kill before the ball. Yeah, the ball was coming down. We were on a timer. I say we like I was there swinging with you guys. I wasn't really swinging with you guys. I was watching. Yeah, good job on Verzik, you guys. I think if anything, that should show you guys you're probably ready for for your own LFR raids, considering I literally didn't partake in Verzik at all that raid. Look at that man coming with the maul. He's about to swing hard. Anyway, let's let's do a little recap here. Unfortunately, no dust for the back-to-back. Pet into dust would have been unbelievable. Um, let's talk about Maiden. Maiden, we tried to go for cross restack and skip. It went all right. We got some barrages off as well. It's always fun to see. For Bloat, we played for the 2 down. Just make sure we ticky the 2 down. We did have a drive-by attempt, I believe, as well this rate, which is always fun to see. The notes for drive-by, just make sure you're always entering on the very first tick. And very first tick of the room, you're the one starting the room. Don't be waiting for someone else to start it if you're having the one to the BGS. And then when you go for the BGS, if you can't get it on the very first tick where you're able to hit Bloat, you want to run through Bloat and hit him on the exit. Hit him on the backside as you run through. That's the other option. Both ways work. And it sometimes gives you options for dodging hands that you wouldn't otherwise have if you don't go for it sometimes. It worked out. Nilo waves, we were fine for the most part. Pillars got a little bit low, and then we just barely didn't keep 2 pillars alive. We had 1 pillar stay alive on 1% HP, and then the other pillar, unfortunately, was on 1% as well and got nibbled by 1 split, I think, that ran across. I'll have to watch it back. I can't believe it myself. So I didn't participate in the 2 hardest parts of the raid. It seems Nylocas and Verzik, but we still cleared in time. Shout out to Ladisco for pulling up for this raid. Didn't know we need the muscle this bad for this one. I really dropped the ball, but shout out to you guys. Hard guy to carry. Hard to carry. For Sot went fine. Zarpus went fine. And then P1 was questionable on my end. I did some questionable things. It died. Allegedly, it was for content, according to Twitch chat. I'm not sure that's the case. I think it's just me being an idiot, so we'll own it. Oops. But you guys kept it together. You guys played safe during P2, got your stats recovered when you made mistakes. Didn't play too recklessly. And that keeps you guys alive. It keeps you guys pushing damage as long as possible. Once you run out of supplies and you die to attrition, that's a success. The only thing I kind of criticize, make sure during our enrage phase we're keeping track of our tornado and making a conscious effort to not greed hits and get hit by the tornado greeting the hits. So if you do have to take an extra step to not get hit by the NATO, it's worth taking that step because we got hit by 8 NATOs that raid. The only time it's kind of okay to get hit by NATOs, if you're making webs and you get hit by a tornado, that's fine. That's like the exception. Second webs, get hit by the NATO, it's not the end of the world. The other time it's okay is if you're not confident with your yellow movement and you're low HP, get hit by the NATO instead of trying to gamble with it and getting killed by the yellow. That's also kind of fine. But right after the NATO hits you, in that case, you want to be immediately start brewing up because you have to pass the ball, survive the ball. All right, that's my recap. Do you guys have any questions? Yeah, look at AHC. He didn't take any NATOs. Very funny, Lucifer. It is true, though. Don't hear any questions from you guys in voice. If you guys have questions or if YouTube wants to make fun of you in the comments, I mean, I will still upload it. So you can you get permission to roast me a little bit for this one. In any case, if you stayed till the end and you didn't dislike the video when I died in P1, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for watching. For all of you taking on the theater, good luck and good raids. Hope you get some purples, kits, dusts, whatever you're looking for. Someone have a question here.
Yes, yeah. Sorry I just totally
You're
interrupted
good.
your out. Apologies. I think this might be good for the video. In Maiden, we leaked, I think, the half dead crabs from 70s during the 50s. Is that why did that happen?
Why did we leak the half-dead crabs from 70s during 50s? That's a good question. Do I have the Maiden log here? So 70s procs around here, and then 50s proc around here, and that is 20-ish ticks apart. 20 ticks is so the procs weren't lined up because people are attacking on different ticks. That's the first thing I'll note. And that can happen if someone doesn't do a maul on entrance and they just like sight the whole time. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but what that means is the procs are a little bit weird. So it means breezers aren't pushing damage. We also had the cell threes have to. I did a blowpipe filled between 70s and 50s on the old North 1 because I realized that I'd have to cover for 4s. And when that kind of thing happens, And that kind of things happens. You're missing a lot of that push damage, right? And when we miss that push damage and the crabs spawn a little bit later, what happens is the 70s have less time to receive damage from the Din's hits, and the clump has less time for the ranger to be throwing chins at it doing damage. And what ends up happening when that happens is those crabs will leak early. So because the freezes for 70s weren't clean, right? The 70 freezes weren't clean. We missed DPS from the south freezer because they have to back up. Because the scythes weren't clean from the DPS rolls, we miss a little bit of uh, our window. We don't get as deep of a proc as we could have otherwise had. And people are slightly off when it comes to the proc for the 50s as well because of it. So freezers end up burning ticks that they wouldn't otherwise have to burn anyway. If all those mistakes hadn't happened. All to say, like, all these little things do add up, and they make it so that the procs are less consistent. They make it so the procs aren't as deep. They make it so the cleaves don't cleave as many things. And they make it so that people don't get as many chins on things, or the dins aren't timed perfectly. So lots of like those little things add up. You can still get through it as we did, right? We still plowed through. We forced it, uh, but it's not as crisp, it's not as clean, you know. And if you watch like a really efficient team do it, you'll see they always have all three of their DPSers swinging their scythe in the exact same tick. You'll see that the freezers are always getting that extra bow. The arrow's flying in the air, and that arrow impact lines up within the crab spawn. And like all those little things, that little polish that you see in those rooms, those are the differences between our raids that we had this raid and that kind of raid. So those are like the areas where Maiden might be a little smoother, a little cleaner, if we fix those things. If you look at the end of our the end of our Maiden, we have a pretty funny looking chart here. let me let me grab a little screenshot of this, and I'll put a
That was a
screenshot of
phenomenal
this.
explanation, by the way.
Come again?
That was a phenomenal explanation. Thank you.
Awesome. Let me just open this little thing really quick, and I'll share it on stream. But this is what our scythe procs look like in these raids, and this is not what they're supposed to look like. So we'll share the screen for a second here, right? This is showing what tick things are on, and each row is a player, right? So we see scythe, 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 scythe. Everyone's on a different tick. So that kind of shows you that we're really not we're not super organized in this regard, right? Uh we got some dubious dubious scythe swinging synchronization here. So yeah, those are things that kind of happen. And in an efficient team, I bet I could find another example here. Like an efficient team, we see this is advanced raid tracker, by the way. If you're wondering like what am I looking at, we see like we've got scythe separated here, like scythe 2 ticks apart, scythe 2 ticks apart, scythe 1 tick apart, and this is what I'm talking about. Not to flame one sun or anything like that, because he just came in and he started swinging hard, which is fine for LFR raids. But in an advanced team like this, scythe would be a 6 tick scythe if you're choosing not to do a Maulin entrance, right? And the other people, alright, you'd be swinging a tick 13. Uh, the other people, I think that both people missed a tick on their Maul, and then Call Me Mike did a 6 tick bow into the Maul. So like there's a lot of things that happen that were weird here. Um, Weird here for things. I think Hanan, what happened? I think entered a tick late, right? Because you were behind a tick.
Yeah, I
So
was.
so you actually end up mauling on the correct tick here. Ladisco ends up mauling the correct tick. He bows and then mauls 5 tick laters, and 3 is the first tick you can bow on, right? And then I see that people are cooking, so I do another bow before I do my Rallos, just to make sure it works out nicely. And then I just try to figure out where the hell are my scythes so that I can get as many bows as possible. And then I see they're all over the place, and I just give up. And you see I completely AFK here, right? This kind of thing happens. I think I went for a blood spawn. Was waiting for blood spawn. But what you're noticing, like, is these 50s. Um, like I freeze 70s north 1, 70s south 2, and then I'm looking at the situation for my south freezer, or sorry, my north freezer, and he's supposed to freeze this 1 tick earlier, right? Here's the proc, this red line is the proc. Then we have the freeze happening here. This is when the first freeze is supposed to happen. But because it's late, I need to do a backup. And I'm 1 tick behind, so if you're perfect tick on north freeze, right, you freeze north, you'd freeze 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s back to back to back to back, and it would cost 5 ticks each time, right? So what you'll see what I've done to adapt to the situation, to kind of fill that time and try to recover the room, give us a better chance of having a good stack and skip, or at least not get punched as hard for leaks, is I've gone for my freeze. Now I could pipe Maiden twice here. I think I might have been just standing too far back, or maybe I just wasn't sure or confident about it. Or I just chose to hit the north one instead for some reason. Maybe it was really healthy. It looks like it was. I don't have the health on it. It's an older version of ART, but I think it would show the health in the crab if I mouse over it in the new version. But aside, I'm filling these two ticks with the blowpipe. Filling these two ticks with the blowpipe, and then I guess my freeze doesn't show up here. I'm pretty sure I freeze on this tick though. I'm not sure why it doesn't show up. That or I missed my freeze and I just let them all leak, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I froze here though. It's just not showing up. But this kind of situation where we have like these weird pipes or like people not bowing. If I send a bow here, we get a hella deep proc. This means that the 30s will come out sooner. But the other thing is if we're freezing, if we're like freezing here and getting a really shallow proc, it's not good for it's really not good for us having a good maiden. It's going to make our maiden really messy. It's going to make it to the 70s take too long between the 70s and the 50s and the 50s, and then we just end up leaking crabs from the 70s. All right, I yapped a lot about that. That's probably overkill for your question, but let's put the music back on here. And
Fantastic information.
we did outro the video. I guess you get outro. YouTube gets a bonus if they stuck around for that. They're probably like, why the hell is it so long? You just outroed. Funny